The Minneapolis sound wasn't merely smooth, it had bite. Beneath the synths, the choreography, and the attitude, there was a guitar that sliced through everything. It was sharp, funky, and fearless. Before gaining the spotlight, it was the edge within the time. This is the story of the guitarist who infused rock intensity into funk, shaping and defining an era in Prince's shadow. He also demonstrated that he was more than a side musician. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Jesse Johnson. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Jesse Wood Johnson was born on June 1st, 1960 in Rock Island, Illinois. After his parents' separation, he was raised by his foster parents and relocated to East St. Louis, Illinois at the age of 9. At the age of 16, he moved back to Rock Island to live with his father. His musical influence was developed in East St. Louis and St. Louis, Missouri. A self-taught guitarist, he was inspired by artists such as Lightning Hopkins, Funkadelic, Albert King, B.B. King, Curtis Mayfield, Muddy Waters, and Jimi Hendrix. He started developing his skills at the age of 15 by playing in local rock bands during his teens and early 20s. After following the advice of fellow musician Robbie Muskie from the band Midnight Express, he relocated to Minneapolis, Minnesota in 1981. While there, he met Morris Day and briefly performed with Day's band that was called Enterprise. It was Morris Day who organized Johnson's initial meeting with Prince. In the late 70s and early 80s, Minneapolis became the center of a new musical movement. At the center of this movement was Prince, a visionary that was blending funk, rock, and pop, creating a new wave. To expand that sound, Prince formed a group that was named The Time. This band was designed to embody the style, attitude, and groove. Johnson then became the lead guitarist for the group, and immediately he stood out. His playing added grit to the polish and danger to the dance floors. The Time wasn't just a band, it was a statement, fronted by Morris Day charisma and driven by Prince productions, and sharpened by Johnson's guitar. With songs like The Bird, Jungle Love, and 777-9311. These songs showcased a tight blend of funk and rock energy. Jesse's guitar wasn't buried in the mix, it sliced through it. He made funk feel aggressive without losing its groove. Although Prince primarily wrote and recorded the first two albums for The Time himself, but Morris Day provided input, Johnson also contributed to a different Prince project, Vanity 6, co-writing the song Bite the Beat. On The Time's third album, Ice Cream Castle, Johnson helped create the hit songs The Bird and Jungle Love. Both gained additional popularity due to the success of the film Purple Rain. However, at the height of The Time's popularity and following the success of Purple Rain, Morris Day departed the band, and Johnson soon followed shortly after. With the help of their manager, Johnson signed a solo deal with A&M Records in 1984. Leaving The Time was a risk, but Jesse wasn't content to stay in the background. His solo career proved that he could stand alone. The following year, he released his debut album that was called Jesse Johnson Review. It reached number 43 on the Billboard 200 and number 8 on the R&B charts with sales exceeding 700,000 copies. This album had featured 3 hit songs with Be Your Man that peaked number 61 on the pop charts and number 4 on the R&B charts, also peaking number 20 on the dance charts. Can You Help Me? That peaked number 3 on the R&B charts and number 12 on the dance charts.
Can you help me? Baby, can you?
And I Want My Girl, a slow song about a faithful relationship, which peaked number 76 on the pop charts and number 7 on the R&B charts.
Take me through changes. Love and let go.
In 1986, Johnson's second album, Shockadelica, was released. It peaked number 70 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 15 on the R&B charts, selling over 1 million copies. The album contained the hit single Crazy, which was a duet with Sly Stone. The song peaked number 53 on the pop charts and number 2 on the R&B charts, also peaking number 12 on the dance charts.
Baby, I'm just curious about the way you make me feel.
In 1988, he released his third album, Every Shade of Love, that peaked number 79 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 26 on the R&B charts, selling over 500,000 copies. During the late 80s and early 90s, Johnson was featured on the soundtracks for films such as The Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, Another 48 Hours, and White Man Can't Jump. Throughout his career, he has produced various of artists including Janet Jackson, Paula Abdul, Tamara in the Scene, After 7, Debbie Allen, and Cheryl Lynn, to mention a few. By the 90s, The Time reformed and released the album Pandemonium, with Johnson contributing his hard rock guitar sound to several tracks. After the band disbanded again, Johnson stayed in the background for several years, quietly working on soundtracks and collaborating with other artists. His music for the film A Time to Kill was not a part of the official soundtrack, but his songs can be heard in the movie. In 1996, Johnson released another album that was titled Bare My Naked Soul. This album marked a shift from his funk-heavy 1980s style more towards a blues hard rock style. Following nearly 14 years away from the music industry, Johnson returned with a double album that was titled Verbal Penetration that was released in 2009. That next year, he featured on Sue Ann Caldwell's album Blues in My Sunshine. In February of 2012, Johnson played as the house guitarist alongside numerous of all-star blues musicians in the PBS special and performance at the White House, Red, White, and Blues. Jesse Johnson revolutionized the guitar role in funk. Instead of merely supporting the rhythm, he transformed it. Instead of merely supporting the rhythm, he transformed it into a leading voice. His unique style influenced funk rock and R&B guitarists who combined the raw energy with groove. He demonstrated that funk could be powerful and aggressive, not just soft and smooth. The Minneapolis sound became a major movement of the 80s, with Jesse playing a vital role in shaping his identity. Without his distinctive edge, the time would sound way different, and the development of funk rock would seem incomplete without his solo's contributions. He brought in funk horizons, making it louder, sharper, and more daring. While many are remembered as being part of someone else's shadow, Jesse, he chose to step out. He took risks and crafted his own unique style. Today, where funk and rock meet, whether through a striking guitar solo or a blend of attitude and precision, you can hear Jesse Johnson's influence, not as a mere footnote, but as a powerful force. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song by Jesse Johnson? Before I go, I want to take a second to promote my Discord. Over here, I provide a safe space for my supporters. We discuss music of all genres. You can provide me feedback on recent uploads, etc. If that interests you, then go ahead and check me out. The link is in my bio. While I have y'all here, if you would like to support the channel further, then feel free to become a member. By doing so, you help make these videos possible. I thank each and every one of you who supported me along this journey.